Now, can just anybody be a good car salesperson?
Nope.
Takes a special breed, a special individual. Mike, you gotta be white to be good? Gotta be black? Gotta be old? Gotta be young? Educated? Uneducated? It don't matter. Tall, thin, short, fat, Christian, Muslim, Jew, doesn't matter. It is the most level playing field of any industry I know. Mike, if I come to work for you, when am I allowed to make a lot of money? How long do I have to be there before I'm allowed to make a lot of money?
As soon as you step foot in the door.
As soon as you step foot in the door, you can make as much money as you are willing to work for. And my wish today for every one of you is that you take this information and you turn it into additional income for yourselves. Because if you're making more money, how the management team's doing,
Making more money.
and how the coolies doing.
Making more money.
It's all about you. So, as we go through things today, I want you to ask questions. I want you to call bullshit. I want you to say, I don't understand why you're doing this if I have not explained it well. You can't hurt my feelings, okay? I've got none left. So I want you to be brutally honest with me. If you hear something that you don't think would work in the real world, I want you to call me on it, and I will address it. All right? But the bottom line is by 3 o'clock, I want you to be better than you are right now, but more importantly, I want you to be better motivated to learn different techniques, tactics, and strategies to help the customer say yes. And I say help the customer to say yes, and I mean that. Everything I teach is designed to make it easier for the customer to say yes. How good are people at buying cars and trucks?
Isn't that great?
Not great, I think, is charitable. They're terrible at it, okay? Why are they terrible at it?
Say they'll do it every
They
day.
only do it a couple times.
Thank you. They're not stupid. Most customers I talk to are smarter than I am. But they don't buy a car or a truck but once every 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. And I don't care how much prep they do. I don't care how many websites they look at. By the way, is there any misinformation on the internet? Do customers misinterpret information on the internet? I don't care how prepped up they are, and they're coming in more prepped up than ever, make no mistake about that. They are still the amateur. Who is the professional? You are the professionals. Okay, we're going to talk a lot about educating the customer. I want the customer to understand how our business works. But most of all, I want y'all to make more money. Because the more money you make, the more fun this job becomes. If you're making 30 grand a year, it's a bitch of a job. You're making 130 grand a year, you're starting to have a pretty decent time. You're making 230 a year, you're starting to have a blast. You're making 330 a year, you are extremely happy in your job and you are having a dynamite time. Is it possible? Yes, it is. If you make 330 grand, you ain't going to be the first person to do it by any stretch of the imagination. But you can't do it the way most salespeople do it. How do most salespeople do it? Most salespeople show up to work on time, drug-free, and sober. All right? And then we wait for customers to come in. You know, you can probably make a living doing that because you've got some great franchises, you've got some great locations, the coolies advertise the ever-living devil out of their organization. I mean, you can probably make a living by coming to work on time and staying until you're supposed to. I don't want you to make a living. I want you to create a life. I want you to have a blast and make a ton of money.